Team Charlie, what's good, buddy? No? Okay, so then I can really chill. If you don't know, Team Charlie, I believe Team Charlie is in 2797. Charlie, if I'm wrong, brother, let me know. But the man has some crazy rogue videos he's been putting out lately. The man, he's going full rogue in that kingdom. So if you want to see those videos, make sure to check out Team Charlie on YouTube, man. He's a dope guy. Charlie, hope you're doing well, man. I hope the family is well. Congratulations on the newborn. I have a newborn coming in 2 months as well, brother. So I share your sentiment. Send you love and everything your way, my friend.
YouTube, what's up? I'm back with an update. I know that some of the comments people are kind of anxiously awaiting. Some of you guys want me to post videos daily. The reality is posting this kind of stuff daily just isn't an option for me, as you know, or if you've been watching the series, as you know. I basically work Monday through Friday, so there's no creating content on those days. It's just the weekends for me. And then this is a week between Mightiest Governor event. We're not in KVK, and there's really just not a lot going on. As far as like the event with the 7K gym event, I'm pretty sure that there's plenty of other content creators that have covered that. So I'm not going to go through all that with you guys. But I did want to talk to you a little bit about the series. First things, I'm going to go through comments again. I'm probably not going to go through many of video 1. I'm also not going to make you scroll with me through the comments. I'm just going to kind of skip through, share my opinions with you, and highlight some specific comments. I also want to go in-game, and I want to share with you the toxicity that is my kingdom, and the things that they say that are truly just gross. And then when you see it, my hope is that, and not that I really need to convince you anyway, because I feel like most of you realize, like, oh my gosh, he's stuck in this kind of a hellhole, and he's doing the best he can with what he's got, which is limited, right? I want you to be aware, like, my ability to just sustain through this over and over and over and over and over again is limited. So a time will come when I'm not going to be spending any more money on it, or can't spend more money on it. If you guys want to see the series continue, feel free to help with that if you want. The other thing that you can do to help that I think would be really cool is if you wanted to help Team Charlie's success in overcoming this kingdom or winning these MGEs, start a farm. Start a farm at 2797. Put it in the upper left corner of the map. There's 2 guys that have joined my alliance in the upper left corner of the map and moved their cities right next to me, and they're just they enjoy the show and they want to be part of it, and they are, like, you're fixing to be on the video just for being here. So what they're doing is I encourage them to go ahead and train some troops. One of them's moved. His city was right there. I guess he's moved out. Maybe he went AFK for too long. Train tier 1 troops. If you can create a farm in 2797, get in the upper left-hand corner, and train tier 1 troops, then when it comes time for MGE, you can just throw your troops in my march, and it'd be that much easier to win. Kind of splits the burden of all the resources and whatnot amongst a bunch of farms that really their only purpose is to try to help me be rogue. So that's something you can do to help if you want, but obviously it's not, you don't have to. Anyway, now I'm gonna go back, and I get plenty of messages in the game of people that are just really nice, and I appreciate you guys. I made a new alliance. It's called Charlie Team. So we will change the status quo. It won't be easy. It won't be fast. Prepare for war. Hope for a peaceful transition. I also want to point out, this is something that's been on my mind for days. When I was younger, I played Halo. I played Halo I was trying to be a professional. When I played Halo and it got hard, I never wanted to play weaker opponents. I always wanted to play the strongest opponents I could play. I had a rank. Is this Halo 2, Halo 3, and I got matched up with other people that were ranked like me, and then I won. I never dropped my rank intentionally so I could get easier scrubs. That wasn't the thing to do. The thing to do to get better and be the best was to play against the best. And so I played against people that were a challenge to beat. And over the years, I ended up playing with, at the time, Final Boss, 5K, Carbon, to name a few. Some of the top players in the world in Halo 2 at that time. I went to Major League Gaming events, MLG Chicago, 08. I competed at my local tournaments and in-state tournaments all the time. I met my wife at a Halo 2 tournament. I can assure you that if my goal was to win every match because I played against easy players, I wouldn't be married to the person I'm married to today. So I'm all for doing it the hard way and winning the hard way, as opposed to doing what this kingdom wants to do, which is zero everyone and get down into a C or D tier so they can play against other dead kingdoms. It's crazy to me, and it's just not it's just not in my nature. And honestly, if you're a real gamer, it shouldn't be in your nature either. We just don't play like that. We're better than that, and the kingdom needs to be better than that. And so, I mean, you see what I'm doing to make my point? All right, let's see here. Let's see what kind of trash they talk. I had dropped a 60-second video, but I went ahead and took it private because I felt like it was a little over the heads of some people, and I didn't want to be disrespectful. So here we go. Hey, clown. Bro, you can't steal MGE anymore. Feeding yourself tier 1 points won't give you the points you need. I mean, this isn't true. I could throw 100k tier 1 troops at myself, get 400,000 points, and then heal them in 3 seconds. So I don't know why you would think that that's not enough points, over the course of a day to win that. But we'll see. MGE is coming up in a week, and if you're in 2797 and you want your spot, then I encourage you to go hard in the troop training, because there's not any more cities for you to zero either. And surely you don't want to feed each other all your resources. So, I'm unique in that way. I don't mind feeding my farm your resources. Alright, in addition, you're out of resources, nothing to attack, no speed ups, you can't train troops. To keep annoying us, you need to pay, so it's fair enough. You're annoying us, and we annoy your wallet. I do agree that at some point money is going to have to come out, and I'm not in a position to spend a bunch of money in the game. Go make a video with this. Show the world how psycho father you are by spending your son's money for a game. I'd love to give you a view for such video. Go on, please. You seek views, aren't you? I guarantee that all of us will watch this video while you spend your son's money to annoy us, but we will be laughing loudly. I said, right, because at this point, I'm a little, these are low blows. These are low blows. Calling me a psycho father, telling me that I'm spending my son's money. I don't know if this guy realizes I actually have 3 kids and a wife, and I'm a sole provider for my household. And, there's a reason that I've started a YouTube video. And if you watch the introduction to my YouTube channel, you'll see that one day I'd like this to be a source of income. Whether it be supplemental or primary source of income, I would like for that to happen. That is a goal of mine, to make life easier for my family. Sometimes part of that is spending money to make money, and to be, attacked and made to feel bad for trying to better your situation. It's just gross. And so as far as I'm concerned, these people are gross. I also want to point out that for days, the kingdom didn't talk. Their whole objective and reasoning for their objective was, if we don't talk, you'll have no content to create. And that wasn't exactly true either, because it's not like I was trying to create dramatic content on the daily. And to keep your mouths closed for weeks. Just doesn't seem like it doesn't seem like y'all are capable. You lack the maturity. So I said, He said, yeah, the truth hurts. I said, not exactly, but you'll see. And what I meant by this was, I'm going to make a video of how toxic you are, and more people are going to realize that you're deserving of everything that happens to you. And you may be like, well, it's a handful. There's only a handful of people that are acting this way. You don't understand. The alliance supports the leadership, and the leadership supports this. The leadership told the kingdom not to talk. The leadership then releases the kingdom to talk. And then you'll see people come in and be like, stop talking in kingdom chat. You're giving him footage, yada yada. Show me another T1 feeding show. You can get 10 million points within 10 hours. Keep it up. A psycho wearing a hero role and he wakes up having a wet bed. What are you talking about? So you guys should really bring it for the next MGE. Show us how you can get it. The world works in mysterious ways. You'll just have to wait and see. So this guy is probably unaware, but I did just hit 500 subs. 500 subscribers allows for me to go into lives and get donations. I don't know if people are going to want to donate to the cause, but I would think that if somebody is interested in this series, that they may decide that that's what they want to do to keep it rolling for the long term. Because I'll be honest with you guys, if I can spend the funds to power up and steamroll my way out of here, I absolutely will do it. So it's really dependent upon what the community wants and if they want to help with the cause in that way. And even if you don't want to help in that way, I'll literally stay here while everyone builds farms, and then as a unit we can push out of this place. I'll be in it for the long haul. I'm not worried about that. Sure, but it's in real life game. In game, you need speed ups for training, which are super low with both. Which compared to where I started, my speed ups are low. Go do barbs for the 7K event. You need gold heads. Your commanders are outdated. Who's still using Leo, for God's sakes, right? Anything they can do to try to attack, they're going to. YSG primary, really? Yeah. So he's essentially knocking like 95% of the rock community, because when it comes to all these new commanders that have released, there's very few people, including myself, that have the ability to just go max them out right off the bat. And if you did max them out, it's because you sacrificed somewhere else. So when I leveled up Leo, you didn't. When I leveled up these other commanders that are outdated, you didn't, which meant that at that point in time in the game, I was totally dumping on you. But now here we are, a year and a half later, and you've saved 1,000 gold heads and maxed a commander, and I haven't. I haven't done that. But what I'm doing is taking your commander sculptures and maxing them that way. So I'm patient. I can wait. CPO for secondary to YSG. I'm not sure what he's talking about. That hasn't happened. He's really a poor guy trying his best to meet both ends. Meets any dumbass way possible. So it's a common theme that their English, these people's English isn't. I don't know if it's a language barrier, and I'm not trying to be disrespectful to them, but sometimes it's a challenge to make sense of these comments. He gets himself a real job to give his son better life, but he prefers to play games. Never seen such brain dead father. Yeah, so obviously I play on the weekends, and I don't really play a lot until there's a good reason to play. As you guys know, guess what? He can't even play 1.4 million kill points in a 5-year-old account. Yeah, so one video I'll go through and I'll work on that, explain this whole thing. But I will put it to you this way: being in this kingdom is not helpful to scoring kill points, because this kingdom often gets steamrolled and then we're locked, and there's no good way to get kill points. And I'm not just going to waste my time and energy walking out of a gate and fighting with a bunch of marches on the other side of a gate because we're trapped. Right? That's boring. It's wasteful, and it's just not my MO. I feel bad for the baby having to such a useless father. That's just crazy. Me too. Or for the wife for having such a brain dead husband. Bro, I feel bad for your dad that he had to have you in his life. Team Charlie is #1 fan. Go ask your dad if he's happy to have you. So I don't know Team Charlie's #1 fan here, but you know, he sees now, and he also sees that they're doing most of their communicating in the Alliance chat, even though I hadn't said anything about it to you guys yet. But yeah, so just a lot of just trash. So, all right, we're gonna leave that there for now. I think that most of the, most of the harsh stuff directed at me, is pretty well covered. The only way left to make videos now is for me to be a commentator at the next KVK. I do look forward to showing you what I mean by 2797 gets steamrolled in KVKs. It's pretty funny. It's also sad. Okay, so now I'm gonna have to do this in a way that doesn't get this guy in trouble. So I might snip this section out and do screenshots. But so here we've got somebody literally in Z97G. It says, bro, I hope it's going well. I love your work. I really do. The whole alliance is rattled, and they're saying they can't defeat you. Oh, they were cussing at your newborn baby, but I'm saying congratulations. I said, hey, all, or I meant all, but I accidentally hit all. Hey, thank you. He said, yeah, man, no problem. So like this is what happens, right? People, good people, are gonna get trapped in places with bad people, and like I realize that, and so I'll personally never attack this guy, and anybody else that's in support. You know, if I get the opportunity to leave this zone and push in, these people that were, you know, polite and understanding and on my side and supportive, they've got nothing to worry about. It's the vast majority of the alliance that just talk trash and just they're just out of line, or support people that talk trash. Like you can't support poor leadership and then expect me to just be like, oh, well, you know, you're a good person, you just support poor leadership. It's not how it goes. If you support them, then you're going to be, you're basically the enemy. Just like if I post this video of this guy telling me that he likes my work, he's going to be made an enemy by the kingdom and he's going to be exiled. There's no doubt about it. So if they can do that to him, why can't I treat the people that support the kingdom leaders the same way? All right, so in regards to this picture, this is at MLG 07 Chicago, and I had been playing with this guy, Strong Side, who played for Final Boss, and we were doing, I don't know why, he just kind of took an interest in me, and we were playing 1v1s together, and just becoming friends of sorts for a short time. And he told me that this fallacy guy was talking about me in like a group setting, like for some reason. And I didn't even know Fallacy. I'd never talked to Fallacy before. But evidently he had gotten in a match with me, and he was calling me what they call a host whore, meaning that I only played on my host. But the others that I played with kept telling me like, hey, we want you to host the match because your connection's great and it makes everybody less laggy. So I did host matches a lot. Anyway, at the time I had MySpace. I go on MySpace, I found Fallacy, and I said, hey, I don't know what your problem is with me, but talking about me to Strong Side and these other professionals, that's not cool. So keep my name out of your mouth. He then comes back on MySpace and cusses me out. Tells me, I don't even remember all that he told me. Honestly, he just cussed me out. So then, a month or two later, I am in MLG Chicago, sitting there at the end of one of these rows doing the midship free-for-all practice before the team event started. And guess what? Fallacy shows up. So there's an open seat to my right. This guy walks up beside me. I'm focused on the screen, and he says, "Do you mind if I sit down?" When I look up, I realize immediately who this is, because he's kind of living my dream. And so I'm like, sure. So he sits down, and we proceed to play a midship free-for-all. And that's when my teammates saw this happening, and they snapped this picture. Now, just to the right of Fallacy is a small entourage of people that kind of follow him around. I don't know, they're fans or something, or friends, I don't know. But so it wasn't just me looking up and seeing Fallacy. It was me looking up and seeing Fallacy and a small gang of people following him. And it seems that he had seeked me out. He heard I was at the tournament. He came, he found me, he sat down, and he wanted to beat me in a no-lag setting, right? No lag, because there's no host war here. And I proceeded to win. And then he asked me if I wanted to play him again, and I told him no. And so I went out on top 1-0 against Fallacy. And so that's the fun story.